Hey, you guys, it's your girl, Chi-Town Blue, here with another installment of the A-List Alert coming on behalf of the Key S Expressions Publishing slash Multimedia Division. You guys, thank you so much for joining the page. If you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. Go below this video, hit that notification bell. That way you know when I do new uploads. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. You are a part of the 189,000K views, both in the US as well as overseas. This is another edition of Shock Value, you guys. So let's get started. Okay, so I found an article of interest through about Google. This person was dealing with sexual harassment on the job at Google headquarters. And so the twist is that the person that was the alleged victim is a man, executive position and everything. And so the perpetrator allegedly is a young lady of executive status over him. So it is a juicy story. So let's go in. The first thing I'm going to start off with is the definition of sexual harassment. Okay, so let me pull that up and find the definition of it. And there are so many men in the actual workplace that deal with sexual harassment and what and in details. A lot of them go around in silence and they don't say anything because of how they're received. So sexual harassment includes unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal or physical harassment of a sexual nature in the workplace or learning environment, according to the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. So here is the article that I found on Daily Beast. And so I'm going to read that to you guys because you guys know I enjoy reading commentary all the time. So again, this is Daily Beast. Go out there and support their arena of entertainment. Here it goes. Fired Google executive. My sexual conduct complaint was ignored because I'm a man. Former Google executive has filed suit claiming he faced retaliation and was eventually fired because he reported sexual misconduct by a colleague. Ryan Olhan, 48, claims the tech giant swept his complaint under the rug because he is a man and the alleged aggressor is a woman. According to the New York Post, the suit alleges that Tiffany Miller groped Olhan at a business dinner in 2019 and then began reporting him for microaggressions after he went to Human Resources. Miller denies it. This lawsuit is a fictional account of events filled with numerous falsehoods fabricated by a disgruntled ex-employee who was senior to Miss Miller at Google, her spokesperson said. Miss Miller never made any advance towards Mr. Olhan, which witnesses can readily corroborate. So here's the thing with me. For years, there has always been an issue between what is acceptable behavior in the workplace and what is not. And so as a result of this, I'm going to read the rest of this at the New York Post. Let's see what it says, if it'll give me the rest of this article. And so a lot of times women go without being taken seriously when different elements go on in the workplace. And so to have a man deal with this is really rare. But the fact that they are all dealing with the same issues, if you don't say anything, it's swept under the rug. A guy should be a guy. He should be able to accommodate these things and so that they don't go forward. It says Ryan Olahan, 48, accuses Google of firing him after one of its top executives, Tiffany Miller, groped him at a Chelsea restaurant in December 2019 and told him she knew he liked Asian women, which Miller is, according to the blockbuster November federal lawsuit filed in Manhattan. Miller, director of Google's programmatic media, rubbed Olson's abs, complimented his physique, and told him her marriage lacked spice, according to court papers. The alleged hands-on encounter unfolded during a drunken company gathering at Fig and Olive on West 13th Street shortly after Olhan was promoted to managing director of food, beverages, and restaurants and joined a new management team that included Miller in Google's Manhattan offices, according to the lawsuit. So I'm thinking this is him. Yeah, this is him. So while Olhan, a married father of 7, said he was initially uncomfortable bringing up the incident because many of his colleagues were drunk, his co-workers later chalked up the behavior to Tiffany being Tiffany, court papers say. So Olhan said he reported the issue to Google's Human Resource Department the following week, but nothing ever came of the complaint. The HR rep openly admitted that if the complaint was in reverse, a female accusing a white male of harassment, the complaint would certainly be escalated during the lawsuit. Olhan claims Miller began retaliating against him after he made the complaint by criticizing him and reporting him to Human Resources for microaggressions, although the complaint does not specify what Miller accused him of. Wow. The retaliation allegedly continued at a Google-hosted event in December 2021, where Miller drunkenly admonished Olhan in front of his colleagues. The rancor was so bad that colleagues encouraged Miller to move to the other end of the table, according to the lawsuit. Miller later apologized, and although Google was aware that Miller's continued harassment on Olhan stemmed from his rejection of her sexual advances, it again took no action, the suit claims. Miller drunkenly berated Elhan yet again during a company get-together at a karaoke bar in April of 2022, where she mocked him upon arrival and rated that she knew he preferred Asian women over white women, knowing that Olhan's wife is Asian, according to court papers. Olhan said he began feeling increasing pressure from his supervisor, who told him that there were obviously too many white guys on his management team. In July, he was encouraged to fire a male employee to make room on his team for a woman, the suit claims. The following month, Google fired Olhan, ending his employment after 16 years at the company. During a video conference call, Olhan said he was told by the Google Employee Investigations team that he was being fired because he was not inclusive. When he was asked why he was non-inclusive, Olhan was told he had shown favoritism toward high-performing employees and that he was ableist for commenting on other employees' walking pace. Olhan's lawsuit, which seeks unspecified damages, names both Google and Miller as defendants and accuses them of discrimination, retaliation, and fostering a hostile work environment. In a statement to the Post, a spokesman for Miller denied the accusations against his client. The lawsuit is a fictional account of events filled with numerous falsehoods fabricated by a disgruntled ex-employee who was senior to Miss Miller at Google, the spokesman said. Miss Miller never made any advance toward Mr. Olhan, which witnesses can readily corroborate. So here is my spiel on, and that's the end of the article. Here's my spiel on this whole entire situation. It serves him correct by going out there and fighting for what he feels is his voice in this situation. It does not matter whether you are a male or female in a high standard position. You don't have a right to make anyone's work environment hostile. I remember a time when I was working for a major retail chain and I was carrying my second child. and I was doing overnights. I was working 11 to 7 in the morning. And so what I had to do was I had to put products on the bottom of the shelves very low to the floor. And so I had to get on one knee and I lifted my other knee for support. And I literally remember an employee resting themselves on my back. And so I had to go to human resource to let them know, hey, look, this person, although this person is a senior in position, they did something very derogatory, making my work environment, uncomfortable and things of that nature. When you do have a situation like that, regardless as to what your gender is, you have a right to speak up and say something. Your working environment should be one of, production and flowing properly, and you shouldn't have to worry about someone being drunk and invading your personal space. So I do believe and I hope that Tiffany, quote unquote, Tiffany Miller gets everything that is coming to her, because she does not have a right, just because you are a woman of power, to make someone else's work environment hostile. And that's what the safeguards are in place when it comes to human resource and things of that nature. Retaliation is not acceptable. And I hope that this father of 7, who's trying to make a living for his family, get the restitution that he so deserves. It does not matter what your sex is. You don't have a right to violate somebody's personal space. And so if the shoe was reversed, there were so many loopholes in this. There's so many ways that if it was Tiffany Miller and she was on the receiving end of this hostile environment, the whole entire situation would be totally different. So that's my spiel on it, you guys. Be safe out there in the workplace. Know that we are all supposed to be working together as a team, and no one, whether you are male or female, deserves to be groped, deserves to be sexual advances are given to you. You do not deserve that type of treatment on the workplace. And more people need to speak up and speak out about it, because a lot of them are suffering in silence because society says, well, because you are a man, you should be able to just deal with it. No, the same rules apply all across the board. If you guys agree with me, go below this video, hit that notification bell, you guys. Comment, like, share, and subscribe on everything. Do you believe that he should win his case? Do you believe that Ohan has a leg to stand on if he can prove everything? Go below this video. Like, share, subscribe on everything that you see. Let me know in the comments if you agree with bringing Tiffany Miller charges against her. Do you believe that they should? And do you believe that Mr. Allhan should win his case against Tiffany Miller and Google? Go below this video. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember, ladies, if you are a part of the Curve Nation, are we little girls? Hell no. So do we tap on doors? Hell no. If you are a part of the Curve Nation, ladies, remember to kick that bitch off the hinges. Love you guys. Hi to my TikTok family, 1,000 followers. Thank you so much. Mwah. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.